Hello, I am American McGee,
I'm Martin.
and we are back with yet another one of your frequently asked questions. What do we have today, Martin?
Today we have a question from Alex Klim. Simply, Alice 3 on Switch, please.
It's not really a question, it's more of a polite yelling demand.
But we can extract a question from it.
We can, and we do hear this quite often, and I understand why, because it turns out that the Switch is in fact my favorite, well, certainly portable console, but I mean, it's sort of the only portable console for me, because I can also plug it into my TV in a way that I really like.
All right.
So yeah, I'm a big fan of the Switch, and I play a lot of games on it, and I'd very much like to see the Alice games, the entire series, in fact, presented there. But there is a bit of an issue, and that is that the Alice games have always sort of stood apart for being graphically awesome and geometrically dense, and so they really are console game titles that demand a lot of oomph, or PC titles. If you're a part of the PC master race, please don't take any offense. So there's going to be a bit of a challenge in terms of building a game that works really well on your high-end PCs and on your consoles, but also translates fully over to a platform like the Switch.
Yeah, I mean, even right now, news stories keep coming out. I mean, there's a lot of stuff getting ported to Switch these days, but you frequently hear stories about just the frame rate and just other technical limitations of the device.
Well, there's only so much power you can pack into a device like that, and you have to think about the circuitry within trying to process. It all comes down to heat. It comes down to heat transfer. So if you were to try to cram, squish, it's sort of like squish combined with scram everything into a device that small, it would literally burst into flames in your hands. So we'd like to not set our customers on fire. But we should say that along the lines of, please put it on the Switch, I think the Switch is selling really well. Very big market penetration.
It's about almost 40 million, I believe.
Right.
I saw a video the other day.
But the current generation PlayStation already
100 million.
100 million. So one of the goals in terms of platforms for the new Alice games is to hit the platforms with the largest penetration, that which has saturated the market the most. So that means that we won't specifically target it as a next gen game, say for the PlayStation 5, although we've heard rumor that the PlayStation 5 will be backwards compatible so that you could play a PlayStation 4 game on it. What we want to try to do is line up with the sort of sunset of the current generation of consoles. That is at the part of their lifespan, their life cycle, where they actually have peak user base, and that means that we'll have the most people in the world able to play the new Alice game across those. Now, at that point, they'll be quite...
they'll be long in the tooth, won't they?
Exactly. So that's the hope, that's the plan, and we're just going to have to continue working through our pre-production plans to get some solid answers to that. But if you want to follow along, there are links in the description below for our Patreon and for the websites where we're collecting all of the design and technical information about the new game.
Yeah, please join us. The more the merrier.
There you go.